Siema, witam was na live. O teraz, dzień dobry, witam was na live. Proszę, czemu co chyba widać? Dzisiaj sobie zagramy w NBA. NBA2k24. Siema, szan, bo laski, siema. Miałem tylko donate. Poczekajcie chwilę, ale potem o tym nawet pogadać sobie. Skopiuj, dobra, wróćmy. Tak samo, czekajcie, przeglądarka. Donate. Czekaj, cel. Mam poszedł tu. Dobra. Siedzi. Jak mam dzisiaj dzianek minutę? Niczy. Zawodnika stworzonego już mam.
Real for life, baby. El verdadero movimiento. Orientando las nuevas generaciones. Llegaron los muchos en el trópico. Real for life, el movimiento sigue sólido. Bateándoles el parte que no.
Stała kariera, przez chwilę stworzyłem. What the fuck? %. Później pójdziemy sobie na Minecrafty. I no. O. Dobra. Zrobiłem prawie takiego samego zawodnika jak kolega powiedziała. Bo nie mam dreadów. Dobra. Play next game. Zagrajmy sobie na pro. This is yes. Dobra. Yes. No to zobaczmy. Nie wiem, to będzie miło.
Alright, here we go. Game 2.
Here we go, redemption.
Oh man, I don't like using the tip. No.
Yep, switch on there. Box now. Yep.
Sorry, John, I didn't want to risk it.
Y'all good?
Good take, Chris.
Great take,
There
Chris.
we go.
All right, 2 up on the board.
Oh, that's a steal. Come on.
Don't go for steals. Don't go for
Jak
play
ja się
discipline.
tak
Play
wysoko,
discipline.
żeby
Don't go for
robić
steals. Do not jump. Do not.
No zawodnik jest tak wysoki, żeby robić sada oczywiście.
On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks at small forward,
Przedstawienie
Sadiq
zawodników.
Bey. At the other forward position, Jalen Johnson. Let's bring out
I teraz Charlotte
the
Hornets.
starter for
Czyli
your
my.
Charlotte Hornets. At forward, 6'6" from Michigan State, wearing 0. Here's Sky Manning the middle at
Marquinhos.
7 feet, number 5,
Aaron Gordon.
Williams. At small forward,
Brandon Miller.
at
Ada
6
si
foot 6
River
inches.
adalah bola.
This is it. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Clint Capella is out there with Johnson.
Bola.
And it's Bay in at the three, the small forward. And for Charlotte, Williams is out there with Bridges. Then it's Miller. Then it's MP. And it's Ball in at the point. And Greg, when we tip off a new season, it's not uncommon to see some nerves or even sloppy play.
No doubt. I mean, as a player, you put so much time and effort
Czekaj, bo jestem
into preparing for the
za
season.
mniejszy
Sometimes emotions can get the best of you, and it can take a little time to settle into a game.
Here's Atlanta now.
Pozycja?
Now Bay. Good on the bucket.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. On the wing, Miller. He's defended by Bay. Miller.
Kamera wasza zmienić.
No up. Murray outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
On the wing, MP. Back to Bridges. Ball kicks to MP. Shot clock at 5. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
No rzucać nie potrafimy.
You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets'
Ty,
22-23
ja też
season,
grałem.
there's a lot of adversity.
O,
This is
zrał.
a tough season for them all around. So many injuries, a lot of
To ja
young
powinienem
players
po prostu
are
wstać.
forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
Well, you know, it's obvious
Teraz
that
to
Paul
mnie
knows exactly how to
jest
work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide open shooter just about every time.
And Young, here we go. And Ball with the block. Bridges against Johnson. Bridges misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
No, please.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Trae Young.
Pamiętaj, ja mam.
NP passes to Miller. Pass to Williams. He can't hit that shot. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
An excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Hornets trail by 6. On the wing, Bridges. Some solid defense from Johnson.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals. Here's Young. They've got Miller. MP is out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball, and it's Richards in at the 5. So that's the Hornets' 5.
Let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovich. How he performed last season. Averaged about 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Johnson, he's checked in for Okongwu.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Bridges dishes to MP. To the left side wing. Charlotte moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Miller. Drops in the layup for 2. Miller's got his first points of the game.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
MP's shot is good.
Boy, excellent vision that time by Bridges to be able
Plus
to make that
1200
pass.
mamy.
Really good, unselfish play there.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 8 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Richards. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
Ależ ugotował.
It's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside.
Siema, jak 7.
From close range.
Co tam dzisiaj robiłeś?
What do you like about
No
Brandon
to
Miller's
gdzieś
game?
na tym, jak budowałem
For me, this
sklepniki.
combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and
Dawaj spyka. Spyka będzie później. Na razie jest NBA. Na razie jest
his
NBA.
ability to attack off the bounce.
Co?
Ball, the pass to MP. Fires for 3. The rebound by Young. The Hawks leading by 3. Murray with it. Bridges covering. Fernando. The second effort. And the rejection by MP.
Kurde.
And good that time. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, there was quite a bit of shakeup in the Hawks front office last season amid rumors of discord. DeJounte Murray said, there's a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, winning takes care of it all. So we need to control what we can control, continue to come together as brothers, and try to go out and win basketball games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, that's all they can do. David, thanks. And the pass to Bridges. On the wing, MP.
Siedzi.
This is the wing J.
And
Trzeba
guys, not
trójkę
sure what
rzucić.
his head was on that shot, not what his offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Bridges misses.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Ball. Back to Bridges. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Well, I tell you what, it's obvious Bridges takes great pride in working through contact and capitalizing.
Well, the last time GA the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
And some changes here for the
Ja
Hawks.
się znowu? To się. 29, 63, 64, 60. O! 66.
As we finish the first half. And don't go away. We'll be
Ale
back
to jest tak, że jeden tył chodzi, potem drugi.
The Hawks. 38.
Nie, teraz jest przerwa. To co, pyk będzie. Będzie pyk, ale później, tak. Nie wiem za ile. A. Sorry, bo mnie wywaliło. Będzie pyk, ale tak później, tak. Nie wiem, za godzinę. Może krócej trochę. Zobaczymy, czy się nie wciągnę. Bo grałem. Czy grałem kiedyś.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Po to.
Well, you know, in that first
Dobra,
half, it was
mamy,
a
ale to
common
powinien
occurrence.
wziąć.
He got to the
Ale
strike time and time again.
on the court for Atlanta. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Johnson is out there with Bay. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass it to Bridges. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
Since returning to Charlotte in 2004, Clark, wins have been hard to come by for the Hornets.
Yeah, they haven't been able to make it out of the first round, but things finally seem to be trending up. They've got a lot of young talent on their roster, and if that talent grows, better days are ahead.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Shoots from the block. Good as the jump shot falls. Ball's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Miller against Bay. Ball from long range. Bay's got 6 rebounds here tonight. With some arc. Murray, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 2. Pass the ball. Back to Bridges. Pass the ball.
Dobra, już jest. Byłem po piciu. Pytaj się. Byłem się pytać.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows.
Bo ja byłem
And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much strength at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that.
Zawodnik taki za tak ten
Throw passes over the top, and I think it helps him being disruptive as a defender too.
First one falls for him.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle.
A, znowu. 43. Nie, czy to wygramy jest. 57, 55.
Leading by 4. All out there with Miller. Then it's Bridges. Then it's MP. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. So that's the Hornets 5. Bay wide open and he fires. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bay's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks. Young against Ball. Yep, that one goes.
Really important for Ball to maintain maintain his
punktów
poise
jeszcze.
around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got
Czekamy,
5
to
assists in
czekamy.
the game. Ball, the pass to MP. The shot kept alive.
Bite jeszcze.
It will go down,
Dobra.
and the Hawks lead is cut to just 5.
5
The
punktów
basket from
zabrałem.
Williams.
0 asyst.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Proszę bardzo.
That one drops for him. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Miller against Bogdanovich. Back to MP. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration.
O Boże.
This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching him go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Ball finds MP. Another miss by
Yeah.
MP.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Miller against Bogdanovich.
From defense.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that
Dobra,
shot. That's
jest.
money.
Nie.
Miller, no luck. The Hawks leading by 9. Here's Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Timeout.
Bogdanovich has got 4 assists now tonight. And the Hornets call time here.
Timeout, Charlotte.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Young against Ball.
Ale pod koszem.
Young taking his time here. And there's the pass to Murray.
Weź go. Dobra. Dawaj.
Hornets trailed by 9. Here's Ball.
Tak powiem, że siedzi. Jest.
Really impressive touch for such a young player. Ball finessed that one right in there.
Atlanta calls timeout.
7 punktów jeszcze tylko do poprawienia, nie?
There's a minute 34 left here in the 4th quarter. The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin got a chance to go inside and said to his team, he reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game.
Nie.
Makes sense.
Dobra, faul jeszcze osobiste. Znaczy, siedzi i osobiste.
Boy, I love Ball's competitive spirit. Matches like this prove this guy's future is on the rise.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Atlanta?
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And another thing, guys,
Oh yeah.
outplaying their opponent the entire game. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
Ball against Young. Ball dishes to MP. And it's good for 2. And it's 7 points for MP.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Here's Young.
Wiesz, nie trafi. Nie trafi. No Boże, ale oni to chyba to mają 2 metry.
And the Hawks lead by 6.
Centymetry. No my też chyba to mamy to mamy dużo chyba to mamy 2 metry, ale ja mam 1,80 m teraz. Nie, ale to tak mamy sad.
To be good play defensively. And they go to the intentional foul.
Miles Bridges. First personal foul. First team foul.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Osobiste.
Miles Bridges. Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not the guy you want to
Robi się
send
ciekawe.
to the line. Young's teammates love to see him.
Ciebie mam trójkę
Here's ball.
i 2 razy
32
2.
seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bay pulls it in.
To przegramy. Pewnie
And
to
it's Bay with the ball
Kwartesy
for the
słaba
Hawks. They've
drużyna.
led by as many as 11 points. And the three off target. Young with the
O,
steal.
na pewno
And the shot
taka
is good.
And they came in
NBA 10
determined
punktów
to
przewagi
take
mam
this
na
one.
mnie.
It's going to be a happy
Może jakiś
flight
mecz się
home.
będzie wygrać
Yep,
na
to
szczęście.
have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. Fans are
Ale
already
nie zawsze
in
będziemy
for the
wygrywać.
exit.
Now, here is Young. And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and
Yes,
David
yes,
Aldridge, this
Real for life, baby. El verdadero movimiento. Orientando las nuevas
What the fuck?
generaciones. Llegaron los muchos en el trópico. Real for life, el movimiento sigue sólido. Pateándoles el parte que no están en tu bocina. Está sonando un de verdad de Puerto Rico, donde la vibra es otra cosa.
No ten practice ma. To jest team, to jest drużyna kurde. Czekaj, practice to było. Zapomniałem już. Go to team practice. Praktycznego. Nie, zapomniałem. O, mamy sam.
Hey, need some help?
Wiecie, zaraz chwila. Talent. Shooting finish. Tam. Water.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Nah, we're good. Let's ball.
Nie zwykłam tego, nie? Trzeba pewnie za... Nie wiem.
That looks good right there.
Now we're rolling.
Let's do this.
Siądę jest teraz nie słychać. Ej, ja chyba będę to lać, czy ktoś jest przez. Nie wiem. Nie mam pojęcia. O, trenerito. Bandito. Co?
We always be ready.
Co tu robi Stefan Curry? Co? Dobra, już jestem. Drugi poza to. Dobra, łatwiutko. Finish shootings and pick. To można zrobić.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're...
Tak, to link do Tipli. Weź, a trochę trzeba rzucić. Ale na ładnie siada na razie.
Man, I can't even watch this. One more, one more.
Finish design. Pięć brawo? Co?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it
Siadzie pan.
Watch the screen.
Keep it going.
No dzięki.
Just like that.
Don't get hit.
Leży.
Screen coming. Screen coming.
Let's go.
Can't score on.
Teraz próbuję w sobie zrobić.
Screen coming.
No i drzwi.
Hey, hit me up.
To było łatwe. No i drzwi. Dobra, jakieś inne ćwiczenie jest może? Tutaj to big pot. To jest to poczekać.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
W 10%. Dobra, fajnie. Było blisko. Prawda, tak? Gorsze. On siedzi. Dobra.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Siedzi. No z tymi strzałami trochę ciężej.
I got the help, help side.
You'll get the next one.
See you later.
Rzucamy jeszcze jedno ćwiczenie, robimy i idziemy grać w kolejny meczek. team preference and that's what they are. So just
What you got going on today?
Mam na kalcie trójkę, pora. Dajmy tu piłeczkę. Raz.
Hey, man.
O. A nie wpadła. 3. Nie, dobra. Wychodzimy. Pyk, 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 pyk. Mhm. Ale mamy. O. Dobra, teraz. To gramy. 311, 60. Aha. Watch that.
Sweet.
Yeah, good pass, Rodney.
Ah.
Finish.
Nice.
Dobra. Lecimy z nimi.
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week?
Filipiny.
Friday night. Now let's check out the start.
Filipiny. I to jest.
Starters for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy are the backcourt pair. Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Durant in at the 5. And for the Hornets,
Piston.
they've got Miller.
Dwójką.
MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. These teams both hungry for a win, Graham.
No to
Searching
zaczynamy
for some
zabawa.
consistency on a night-to-night basis.
And this is what they call a get-right game, potentially. So how do the teams focus? Will the players be in the right frame of mind, trying to capitalize on this unique opportunity? We'll see.
It's stolen by MP. Fast break, here come the Hornets. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Cunningham against ball. Ivy outside. Knocked loose. Here we go. Puts it up. That one's wide left.
Ja nie mogę wstać, powiedziała całą tą dychę.
Thompson scanning the floor.
Co zrobi, co zrobi?
Stewart outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
5-0,
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. MP outside. Back to ball. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
How about the athleticism from LaMelo? Great agility in the lane.
Well, Grand Hornets head coach Steve Clifford said that the team needs to start winning if they want to keep LaMelo Ball.
And he's not wrong, B.A. I mean, they view Ball as the cornerstone of the franchise, but they have to give him a reason to stay. He is indeed a special talent, and winning is his ultimate priority.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Duran, the pass to Thompson. Oh, it's no good. That will tie it. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 3-point lead. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
They ran away with this season series last year. It was one of the few teams they could beat.
Here's Stewart. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
Charlotte calls timeout. Grant, plenty of guys show up to the league, accomplished athletes. Asar Thompson is no exception.
Yeah, I mean, he and his twin brother Ahmed both.
Here's Ball. Here are the 5. Detroit has to start the second. We've got Kate Cunningham. Wiseman is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3. Miller, the pass to MP. That one's good. This game is all even. The Pistons shooting around 50% of the game so far. Ball against Cunningham. Pass to Grimes. And there's a 3-second violation. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Gordon Hayward and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Ball. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Ball's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, did I just see that? I mean, LaMelo with the artful dribble.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Alex.
Kate Cunningham was the Pistons' #1 overall pick in 2021, but he knows recognition comes with success. He said nobody will care until you're winning. I think that's the next step for us. We're trying to take that challenge. It's us versus everybody. Brian, the Pistons, a young and scrappy team, are embracing the challenge.
Yes, they are. Thanks, Alec. And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing by 2. Grimes, the pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Ball. And it's Cunningham missing. Charlotte's gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far. Pass to Bertans. Ball taking his time here. From the arc. The Pistons clear it. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Yeah, they zapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes. It was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
I must say the defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges is checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Ivy comes in for Grimes. Here's Miller. Defended by Thompson. Shoots. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Drops in the three.
Boy, if Ivy starts making these kind of shots, there's really not much you can do to stop Jaden.
Talking about the Detroit Pistons, this is a team that has lacked star power recently, Brent.
Well, they've drafted some guys that are still hoping to be potential stars in the league. And BA, there might be a couple guys on that roster right now that can do that. But front office is trying to find somebody where they can put a stake in the ground and say, this is our star, and this is who we're moving forward with.
And Grant, as someone whose career spanned eras, you feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
Oh, BA, it's much more difficult. In part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws, and the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nosed defense.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Stewart. And it's MP with a rebound. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And here's Ball. He's watched by Cunningham. Ball passes to MP.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
A minute 58 left in the first half of this game. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Here's Ivy. Here's Duran. Ivy outside. Three-pointer, Stewart gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Great vision from Ivy. That's what sets him apart at the 2-guard spot.
Ball passes to Miller. MP outside. Driving inside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. The baseline J. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Ivy's got 5 points.
Ivy using that mid-range well.
Charlotte calls timeout. And you watch Charlotte. Boy, they play with pace, Grant.
Oh, BA, they tend to get a lot of shots up. Heavy volume team, but when those shots are
through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Hornets up by 4, and we'll be right.
That ends the first half. With the score, your Hornets 30, the Pistons 26.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Ball. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Miller. Then it's Miles. Bridges. And it's Williams in it to 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Steve Clifford.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Ivy against Bridges. Ivy's shot is off.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
From deep, MP nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now. The Pistons trailing.
Foul charge to Charlotte, number 22. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Thompson left side. Ball with a steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
The Pistons shooting only 42%. And you don't see many 6'7" point guards. But that's not all that stands out with LaMelo Ball, Grant.
Yeah, not just a creator. He's a creative with the artistic inspiration to make plays that most of us couldn't envision, much less accomplish.
Here's Miller. Back to MP. Ooh, poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Duran. Ivy outside. Launches it. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LaMelo Ball's shooting touch was questioned coming into the league, but it's been pretty steady. He said, quote, "I think I'm a great shooter. I've had it since a young age. I feel every shot I take is going to go in, and my confidence is really high." He said, "I practice these shots. It's all in the snap of the wrist and the follow-through." Brian?
Ooh, very interesting. A flick of the wrist. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. It's good.
You know, another guy who has increased his play and his strength. LaMelo, much more solid now shooting through contact.
Stewart finds Ivy. Fires high post. That one falls.
Timeout, timeout.
Ivy's got 7 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Well, Brent, when you look at the Detroit Pistons, a team that has really struggled recently.
Well, that's what you do. It's really hard to win in this league, and these young guys are learning how to.
Charlotte has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup, setting the floor for the Pistons. Ivy at the 2 with Thompson at the 3. Isaiah Stewart out there with Duran. And it's Cunningham in at the 1 spot.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Back to Ivy. Stewart, left side. Count it. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Let the big man eat. Stewart just aggressive and confident down there in the post.
Ball passes to MP. Ivy against Ball. Pass to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit with a rebound. Duran's got 5 rebounds in the game. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Miller. Down low. Here's Williams. Charlotte again missing.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Pass to Cunningham. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Cunningham, close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys with how mobile he is. Love him attacking in this mindset.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to MP. here is Williams. Ball outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Pistons ball.
The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Ivy against MP. Now here's Ivy. The D's right on him. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bridges on the attack. Over Ivy. And the basket by Bridges. The Pistons have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Stewart. Back to Ivy. 4-3. He buries it from 3. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Ivy calling for the ball, and you see why. He's got the juice.
Cunningham against ball. Bridges outside. On the wing, MP. Oh, he tries a 3. The rebound by Stewart.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
How about Stewart stretching out the defense, and not something we see from him a ton of times.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 12. 1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Isaiah Stewart.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Richards is checked in for Williams.
The inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Cunningham against ball. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter here.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ivy passes to Cunningham. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. The Pistons need to get one up quick.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Pistons.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to put things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
Here's Stewart, and it's rejected, and he gets it back. The steal. Ivy outside. No one near him. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distraction.
For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA.
Real for life, baby. El verdadero movimiento. Orientando las nuevas generaciones. Llegaron los muchos en el trópico. Real for life, el movimiento sigue sólido. Pateándoles el parte que no están en tu bocina está sonando un de verdad de Puerto Rico, donde la vibra es otra cosa. No se olvidan ni los paris de Vigilio ni Barbosa. Directo de Bayamón, más poderosa. For life forever. La candela es donde se goza. Pásala chévere. En este paraíso encuentras todo. Semillita de cultura los domingos en los bancholos. Y siempre andamos juntos los locarios. Porque esto es cosa nuestra de barrio. Entramos, ya son muchos años demostrando. Y la calle sabe quién sigue matando. El bandidaje activo, loca con el chivo. Mañana no se sabe, pero hoy estamos encendidos. La paso chévere, con todas las mami y los títeres. Que eres demonia, ya me enteré. Te gusta y sabes que soy tigre. Aquí solo se maquina con los líderes.
Pa' mi gente de el barrio, pa' mi gente de caserío, pa' mi combo de
Real for life forever.
Pa' mi gente de el barrio, pa' mi gente de caserío, pa' mi
HPR, te quiero.
El nieto de miña, criado en BH, Villa y La Vela. De niño en la iglesia me toda la ofrenda, el barrio, el caserío. Eso es lo mío, va a los Bryce Harper siempre con los prendidos. En el punto con el combo todos los días en el joseo. Soñando con ser grande y corriéndole a los feos. A los Grammy cantando en el choliseo. HPR es el de aquí, es mi mayor trofeo. Pa' la baby y los títeres, pa' mi gente humilde, fin y chévere. Un bandido de la calle yo siempre seré. A todos los maleantes, a todos los
Real for life, baby. El verdadero movimiento. Orientando las nuevas generaciones.
Oh, there it is.
Stay focused on your workout.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Hey, hey, let's get it started already.
Just like that.
Ball we good. Let's get y'all.
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Set up, set up. Let's do it. Shot.
I got you quiet real quick.
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.